Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Just got home from an insane leg day. Really feels good. Today all is going to be about what you can get out of home training. Can you build muscle in the same way at home or outdoor as in a gym? Can you get real pumps? Can you get stronger or build your strength base? What kind of training should you focus on when you don't have any gym available? So let's get going. As we know, there is a virus raging in this world. The society is by some degree shut down, and gyms are closed many places. The discussion in this video is about what kind of training you can achieve with no gym. I have had 2 significant periods with no gym available. First, 3 months of lockdown from March 2020 until the gyms opened up in June the same year. And now 3 weeks in late March and early April when I was on an Easter holiday at the house of my mother and my father. I had done lots of ridiculously hard hypertrophy training at the gym, so I ended up finding out that I needed 1 week off and a few weeks of less hard training. The gyms were open in the region of Trøndelag in Norway, but not in Vestfold where my parents live. To escape the temptation to go to the gyms and to get in the needed recovery, I flew home to get to my family. I had 1 week off with only 1 session. I of course kept myself active and got in some cardio, easy pump and posing training. When I'm talking about training days, I'm talking about quality hypertrophy or strength training. I had 2 weeks of around 5 workouts with the equipment I had available in Horten. My equipment was 6 resistance bands, 4 different versions, mini bands, and my mother's dumbbells, and actually also an ab wheel. 2 of the resistance bands are broken at one place, so I don't get the same possibilities with them. The pairs of dumbbells are 3 kilograms and 4 kilograms. She got them for some rehab training for 10 years ago or something. I did not have any multisets of, for example, 15 or 25 kilogram dumbbells available. That would have opened up so many more possibilities. However, the question is, what can I achieve with my limited equipment? My bands carry forces of around 15, 25 and 50 kilograms. The thickest version, which I'm carrying on my neck on this video, is actually a true quality band, essential for all heavy lifts. I would definitely say I got in good training. I was very determined to get in high quality training for muscle tension. 40 to 50 seconds with time under tension. Training to failure. Forget maximum strength. Forget conditioning of the muscles. I actually think that's a myth. You never need more than 60 seconds with time under tension. Rep count doesn't matter as long as you get in a controlled set to failure of less than 60 seconds. However, mostly 10 to 18 reps to hit 40 to 50 seconds with time and attention. 18 to 25 reps on some exercises if the range of motion is a little bit shorter. I actually felt it worked quite well. I actually got in quality training. I overloaded in most exercises and I got good pumps. I got really sore in my muscles. Going to the training part felt like going to the gym. I also got the mental illusion about the gym when I had the training park to go to. I also met other dedicated gym junkies, so I got the feeling of a training community. However, I have to point out that I got way better upper body training than lower body training. The reason for that is because it's hard to overload your leg muscles in a way that activates the entire muscle. The strength curve of bands focuses on a more narrow part of the muscle fibers. In practice, this means that it only works a small part of the muscle fibers in a muscle with the actual quality, and the rest of the muscle doesn't get the same beneficial training. So it doesn't activate the muscle in a synchronized way as real weights do, and this means you will feel awkward when you are getting back to real weights again. Therefore, this kind of training is much better for isolation exercises on small muscle groups. For example, your shoulder delts, biceps, lats, traps, or isolated parts of the chest. There is no way, at least in my opinion, based on my non-gym training, to do a leg exercise with bands that activates the legs in the same way as squats, Romanian deadlifts, or hack squats, even if you try to replicate those exercises with bands. The closest is maybe Bulgarian split squats or banded lunges. You can call it whatever you want, but they are more focused on the rectus femoris in the quad muscles and cannot be compared to gym exercises for the lower body. Therefore, I think the lower body exercises like abduction or adductor are better to focus on the lockdown. I have actually ways to do both those exercises with bands, and I think it works really well. I even got a way to train my vastus medialis with a variant of leg extensions. This is a video from 1 year ago. However, I feel leg extensions with gym machines are superior to any banded variant. I felt that my band training was also inhibited when I tried to hit the gluteus maximus and my hamstrings. The RDLs I attempted can simply not be compared to the load and tension you can apply with a bar and weights. I also found a version of glute ham raises looking like Nordic hamstrings. However, I think the range of motion I had was too short to really create tension, to really build sustainable amounts of muscle. What I actually felt worked particularly well was the shoulder training. I got real use for my mother's lightweight dumbbells, doing lots of rear delt flies and side raises with lots of repetitions, and really controlled front raises. However, I got real burns and a focus on working the delt parts really hard. 20 to 30 seconds to a full muscular failure was less than 60 seconds with time and retention. I also got a variant of shorter side races with my broken 15 kg bands, which I'm displaying here. My back training worked very well. I got the possibility to hit the back from almost all of the same angles as in the gym. Especially, I loved my variants of seated rows, setting up several bands so the total resistance is the same as with a cable with 80 kilograms in a gym machine. As long as I adapt my traps to the strength curve of the bands, this works really well. And I think I could build bigger traps with this kind of training and overloading simultaneously over time. My lat training was also very good, hitting them from almost the same angles as in the gym. When I was in the training park, I could do pull-ups. Then I actually get in my heavy hypertrophy work. The other back exercises I got to train really well were lat rows, pull-downs, and shrugs with bands. My chest training also worked very well. The banded chest flies are really good. You don't need a heavy load to actually do quality work here, and it's easy to adapt to the strength curve of the band when you are used to cables. You just need to stretch your pecs to control the weight in a circular motion, as if you did it with a cable. You can do different variants of push-ups and variations of chest flies for the upper chest and for the lower chest. And I did dips in the calisthenic park with the dumbbells in a bag between my legs, 14 kilograms in total. That was truly quality training and a lifesaver exercise if you don't have a gym available. Similarly, you can do good arm exercises. Biceps and triceps exercises are isolation exercises, and you can hit the 2 heads of the biceps and the 3 heads of the triceps when you make the right angle and apply the right tension. I found concentration curls with mini bands working particularly well to create tension on the short head, looking something like this. This is from the lockdown last year. You can do many ab exercises, any variant of sit-ups, leg raises, or even try banded crunches. With your body weight, you can do windshield whispers, I hope I pronounced it right, or floor wipers. And you can also find a way to train your obliques with the bands. So, could you actually gain real mass by this band training? If you are truly motivated and get in the right training, go beast mode, similar to me, you will likely manage that, or at least you can build upper body mass. However, you will struggle to maintain the lower body mass or strength base there. At least it will be unproportionally built when you come back to the gym. Your muscles will not be adapted for the big lifts, and you also need to train them insanely hard if you want to improve specific points of them. It's hard to hit them from a varied set of angles, and if you are an intermediate or advanced strength or hypertrophy athlete, you likely need to invest in a set of heavier dumbbells or a bar with weights. Nonetheless, I don't see any reason you can't gain shoulder or biceps mass, or even back or chest mass. But you need to be determined and you need motivation. You need to have the basic understanding of anatomy and how you hit a muscle from an angle. I actually think I lost parts of my strength base in the lockdown in 2020, but it was because I didn't train lower or upper chest specifically and didn't know about abduction to train the gluteus medius. I was way too focused on compound lifts and variants of them and didn't have the same understanding of hypertrophy as I have now. So, how should you train with no gym available? I will encourage to do the hypertrophy training you can with the equipment you have available. Be creative with angles and leverages, and focus on tension. Only think about the muscle and go hard. At least do the resistance training you need to maintain the muscle mass. You will likely not be overly motivated, but if you need 2 or 3 sessions a week to maintain, I will highly encourage to actually execute those sessions. I will recommend to have focus on cardio training when you don't have any gym available. Train your heart. Get in the most healthy and the most important training. Try new types of cardio. Try skiing if you have snow and equipment available. Buy a tennis rack and play with a friend. Play some basketball or football. Try some swimming if the temperature in the water is high enough. Explore some nature with some friends. Find new places by jogging. As you don't have a gym to motivate you for making muscular gains, motivate yourself by trying a cardiovascular sport. At least don't make any excuses to stay inactive. So, that's everything for today. Press the like button to help my YouTube algorithm. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to my channel so I can bring this content up to more people. Thank you for the attention and see you in the next video.